Hello, my name is Dr. Isaac Manata. Do you know what mental health is? Meet us on Nsem this and every Tuesday on Ocean One TV.
Nsem, redefining mental health in Ghana and beyond.
Yemo na kwa bazimba Nsem jumezi na nyamina duma. We've come to the end of the year now. Wrap up. We're going to talk about almost all the things that this year to miyaka. Now this jumezi, our friend Nsem jumezi. Now yeka about mental health issues. As all fun the way Jennifer, Philippa, behave. Our friend Dr. Isaac Manata na Emina. Menye Anita Padie ono so nde join ezi Jumezi chairman na ye bompe there in there would have a very fruitful interaction. Now say if you want to join this conversation throughout the time, you know, or you have any questions every day bisa on mental health, any question at all every day bisa right from now you way phone lines now to the whole year a lot of things about mental health, and if there's something you found this year or if you are hospital work be about mental health another issues be all kodu ofie and now ba and now relationship whatever is going on aisha obe here there ye anu another yet wasem you can call the line right from the beginning, and the line to call is 0543 291074 0543 291074. So the phone lines are open. You can call and ask any question. But in there, getting to the end of the year, no Christmas time, you be there. A fearful as parties na the only way to kind now will be fee. And when they come home, obviously there's some family interaction or go on. So in there, we're going to talk about the family and mental health. The family and mental health. Now, but in addition to that, say, well, any question on mental health, the whole year, you can ask us. Now you're able to be Yano. Anita, you're welcome. Now, I think that the year has run very quickly. Oh, but the man, you have to your resolution, New Year resolution, and everything. And how has the year been actually?
Generally, it's been okay. It's been good. It's a penny phone. Like I say, oh,
Into your womb.
Into one quadia. It's been good. Because find challenges nearby. There were good times. There were bad times, rough times, hot times. But in the name, it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, and considering mental health this year, I think that this year there have been a lot of noise, and we are happy that people are getting to understand what mental health. But it seems we still have a long way to go.
Long way there, Copa. There've been noise, but I think to some extent, although people came to understand mental health, others too still hold the perception they have. And Oshe recent video, I think not long ago, there was this church, Omoye Deliverance or something, and they had a plastic chair and they had deliverance. Yet the bony panel came out. It means that the person is demon possessed. And this pastor, the plastic chair bony panel, because he say bubuye. And you're just thinking, say, what kind
pastor
of...
no yarana.
The pastor ni panel so a demon possessed. You see, but it can be that yes, or a demon possessed. There are other, but plastic chair now the born now because it's so bubuye. Then does it bring out why you were doing the deliverance? And I say the apomudin and brain pan, or you worsen the person's situation, because this is something that was videoed in aqua viral. And imagine, say aqua viral, somebody gets to know who this person is or was, then stigma.
Oh, but that is abuse.
But to the church, it's deliverance. It's not like it's an abuse. It's deliverance. Into a deliverance. The plastic chair na ebony panu no deliverance. And sometimes you sit back and a whole lot of things are going on, and you ask yourself, say, So fine, we talk about mental health. We talk about health in general. Mental health does not elude spiritual health. So if that is part of it, why don't we find appropriate ways of dealing with them rather than the old ways to us? It seems best. You see, so we've actually spoken about, I think, a whole year. We've said a lot of things about mental health, and I know some people, even not most, some people have learned something new or have come to understand there might be better for mental health.
Yeah.
Others too, omugusu timnum tima, because if ye kasana nko biya franka, I think that never be one man can say I am better in our system.
Yeah.
But on the whole, it's okay.
But moving on further with the family and mental health. First of all, I met an old man, very, very old man. He's about 98 yesterday. It's about 98. Now, I asked him a question. He's been married for about 70 years. Can you imagine? 70 years old. Married for about 70 years. Then I asked him that, family starts with two people.
Yeah.
Right? Family starts with a man and a woman who decides to move on. Right? And I asked him that, so for any marriage to be successful, what one thing Osha will be his advice? Say, if one thing will be his advice. Interesting. You know what he said?
What?
He says that marry the right person. That was the first, when he said that, and that is profound. Also, marry the right person. But now, if you look at even people's choice of marital partners, because now we're talking about forming a family and how families, grow in relation to mental health, right? It starts with two people. But those two people, what is it in their background that they have to watch? Because now when people are going to marry, they do all kinds of blood tests. They will do this, sickle cell, HIV and the rest. But when it comes to mental health assessment, answer marriage. But most of the marital problems is because of someone's thinking, someone's emotion, someone's behavior. Mental health. But we don't. But what are some of the things that can affect the family, which people must look out for even before making that choice?
Number one, I think Okasanokai has to do with the background, where everybody is coming from. Because I with this family issue, meaning say I can't wasem da. By a bonnet of I can say we are two different people coming from different backgrounds. Into my way of life is different from your way of life. Senya me my dear fan, different from Senya we dear fan. So the two of us, two different people, we want to move on one path. How do the two of us come together and meet each other? I won't change completely for you. Neither would you do same for me. But the end too, where would we adjust and compromise to make the world look one for us? And sometimes with the upbringing, it has to do with formation of your personality.
So people's personality counts.
Yeah.
Who they are.
And you say, Ushia no nice to you. Oh, nipa do nice. But living with the person, who the person actually is,
the personality.
One thing, yes. Background, nuna a form personality now. Ushia this is a person who has everything I ask for. Maybe you won't show your type now. You don't get everything you ask for, or things are difficult for you. But I remember Pope weeks back he discussed it with can say or realize it say Mary otu milk is a family thing. Milk no between it finishes that day. Or not so free family more, it is not like that. But the two of you, how are you going to manage things so that when you are married and you are in the same house, anyway, enkofa issue ember. Until now you get to know who the person is. Maybe the person has anger problems.
So another thing too is anger problems, right?
Yes.
With the people's personality.
Anger problems. Into how do I help this person deal with the anger.
But that is my problem with how do I help the person. And for example, there are a lot of people who marry with the intention that
you are going to help.
I'm going to change the person or help the person.
No, but
and normally it doesn't happen.
The issue is you don't do it after the marriage. A idea we are doing it before the marriage. You are.
But when it happen, like for example, if people are considering people's personality, and personality is one of the main factor. Only be kotna or no one personality also or personality. But shouldn't we say that nipa kunsen your tino esa oshe na se won to mean sa no tenetina and you don't go ahead rather than having the mindset say me change.
No, the thing is one what who nipa ne say are not. Is this something I can tolerate? Yes. But I can help the person become better. You see, even with friendship, normal friendship, and yes, I was studying Nipanako Warren, we help each other. So it's more or less like we are each other, we shape each other. And yes, I was Sasani Panu, you are just shaping the person. But in a case where correcting Nipanu Nani Bufu, or the person is not ready to maybe shape his own life or adjust that, then if you cannot continue, you have to stop. You see, so the intention is not mesisa nipano, and I say me ya mana better and sana mafan. But send me a nipanity and suni nibai.
Whether you can handle it.
Yes.
Yes. Even if it doesn't change, can I tolerate? If not, it's a no.
That is it. If the person can shape him or her own self, now be better. It is to your advantage. If one yena san or now you are okay, that one is to your advantage. But in a case where say one be send your ususu so be, now it will be a problem to you. Then that one you don't go ahead with it with the intention that may to suit my taste or to suit what I want. No, you don't go in with that, but you assess that nipano, am I okay, whether the person changes or not. Am I comfortable? Like me, okay, I may feel so for the rest of my life I can be with the person, so that in a case where there should be some adjustments and some shaping, it's to your advantage. You don't lose anything.
And I think they be even the sickling thing or more checking. I know normally no cry be a good those things they may not cause divorce as often as people's personality. But I don't know, you get my point.
I get it. Personally, I think that thing per se directly and cause a divorce. Maybe somebody can come up with a research to test that thing directly doesn't cause it.
Is it the sickle cell?
The sickle cell directly doesn't cause any It is nearmana and inamhona. It will come as a result of that may cause it. So if you meet someone, the person has sickle cell. I think we have spoken about sickle cell on this show. Nanipano, the person is okay. The person, apart from the inability to do certain things, if you say the person is the right person for you, why not? If you can manage and you also don't have sickle cell, why not go ahead? Because at the end of the day, it all boils down to understanding and being able to tolerate each other. Being able to work together with each other in peace. The friction is there. It's normal. They will come. But I always say that in your courtship, your relationship, what you see is 10 times what you are going to see. So if at this moment what you are seeing is not what you want, when you saw then know that going forward it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. To an extent it can be better. But however it is yes, you have to go with a positive mindset. But it doesn't mean that say what share there na we see be now.
And premarital counseling and premarital healing, sometimes they ignore all these things. So people's personalities involved is also important. Now, even with mental health issues, especially in relation to the family, right? Realize that even in your choice and who you go in for and all that, you would have to know that the same way a hypertension is as a genetic aid from the family, the same way your friend said diabetes ebi obi ni maame obi a ono so be obi the same way no most of the mental health issues no also has a certain genetic background.
Has to do with a typical mental illness.
Yes.
Into mental illness where that biologically bibi ena akoso ena akose sebe adwemu how kakra. But if it is about financial issues, other mental health related issues that one it cannot be genetic.
Yeah. But there are mental health conditions.
Typical mental health conditions. No. Yeah, biological, it means that in the brain, brain ankasa ne ho atochima.
Now there's some genetic factor.
And no na ube to me transfer from parent to parent, from parent to child, and generation to generation. But if it is sikasema emma umfiliye, if it is a relationship heartbreak and even a woman Nsem, all other things we have spoken about her, then that one you can know that they may not necessarily be transferable from one generation to another.
Yeah.
But in PMP, no, na ya adwene no, those be brave typical mental illness cases. Said that, and when I obey me, I can say, oh, when I name me abodam, obey to me abodam, fine, obey to me, but it can be that all more than so that.
Yeah.
In the same way, no be mommy na stroke, or not to bet to me any stroke, baby to me about so any stroke and that. So we say that they are at risk. At risk doesn't mean that you will get it. Yes, some environmental or societal issues, and a trigger, but in a case where you are actually taking care of yourself, getting to understand what mental health is, practicing every day what we come to say a boy, or why dream no, how do you say it? You get mentally well. You are mentally well, no? Then you know that you are on the right path.
Yeah.
Fine. All of us, a debidua or a maybe or honoma, we have mental health issues. Botoma you are not fine. Senkenesa and company for nkase sika emoja. They know the power in money. Said that if you don't have money, there is something that goes away from you. You get it, and that puts you in a state of mental instability or ill health. It doesn't mean that sebe wabodam, but it means that at that moment you are maybe not thinking well, not feeling well, or not behaving as you have to.
Yeah.
And only mental health. I didn't know.
Yeah. And people would have to know that mental illnesses too are genetic and they can pass on from older generation to the younger generation.
Yeah.
Another thing too is if you are going to marry someone to form a family, you may have to know that almost past issues has a bearing on their future relationships.
Yeah.
And what are some of the past things that, and whatever we are discussing and the whole year, if you have any question, you can call 0543-291074, 0543-291074, and we are discussing family and mental health. We are trying to wrap up everything we've said, so we are going to touch on bits and pieces of everything. Now we'll share my dream on Nsem. We'll talk about mental health issues. If you have any question on mental health, you can call the line 0543-291074, or if you have any question, you can call. I'm Dr. Ismail. I'm here with Anita Paddy, and we're talking about some of the mental health issues that affect family. And we've talked about the fact that people do all kinds of tests, HIV, sickle cell and all that before marriage, but they don't really look at, assess whoever they are going to marry in terms of their mental health. And mental health issues affect families significantly. And we've said that the person has a certain personality, and that personality determines how they see things and respond to things. In Tobia Okowaren, say no, send an issue ne bindy, the way you're in your matino. Even if he doesn't check, things are going to be very, very critical for you. It's a no. You have to think about it, because the person may behave the same way he behaves even after marriage. It can even be worse. And we're also saying right now that mental health issues, It's just like hypertension, diabetes. Some of them, no one say, is genetic. That means that from one generation to another, they can pass on. In the same way, mental health issues, that is how it is. And that one we also have to know. Then we are coming to talk about the fact that people's past issue. You know, sometimes now they're thinking about the fact that people's past events, you know, and I say it doesn't really have an impact on the family. Is that true? Because past issues, you know, I know it affects people's mental state and their experience and everything, and it's going to lead to a certain behaviors even in marriage, and it is that significant.
It's very significant because you see we are shaped by our environment. We don't live on an island. We live in a society. Nema etueno ye fa abafrim na ye de aboye bra. Inti if ye ka say once bitten twice shy. Denti ye ka say once bitten twice shy. Because adena ato pain the next moment no, because you have taken a lesson out from it. What that one also said that you don't anticipate say ebe to be. And even if at all how you are going to respond is different from what happened in the past. And see, if we are talking about past experiences, one, past experiences in a case, you the sufferer, me find some men and some ne told me, men to me and come out or and deal with it well. Now, I build walls around me.
Yeah, and it also shapes your behavior and your thinking and everything.
By building walls, you know, and then they say, next time I restrict the people who come into my inner circle, and even if you are coming, now me share trades beer, I become harsh towards you. I shaping me behavior. I assess me, na mentesa, but because of near to me, and I am a master. Two, and pempi, I can say, offer adie mu na ofri mu fear, refuse to talk about it. To some people it doesn't work like that for them, because it is believed, they say, the more you talk about something the better, because it loses
its control over you.
And the more you talk about it, you know, send the pain and emotions attached to it, you know, gradually it reduces. Into if it is a broken heart, somebody broke. And
maybe let's talk about some of the things. Maybe one of them is abuse.
Yeah,
you know, I had this interesting thing about a girl who was abused, physically abused by the father. Ne papa no bonusa. Sometimes cry the iron. Hitting or the ashino near there. And now she's developed a certain kind of resistance to men.
Yeah. And
she wants to take charge all the time when he sees a man, because of that experience. And he said, all those things are in marriage, you know, relating with the person will be very, very difficult.
Yes, because in this case, no, unipa no, or waro cry fine. Unipa bia have that tendency to be loved and feel loved. Inti odomu wawaro, but the memory of what has happened in the past is not gone. It doesn't go like that. Oh, yes, forgive and forget. We don't forget. The pain associated with whatever happened rather wanes off. But the next will refi totally. Just that okaya or ya onanka first na the brown. It doesn't come again. So this is a person who has suffered physical assault. Until now, wababe who say, oh, this is how men is. So with the spectacle with which nipaneshe men know, that is how the person responds to every man. Especially in the case, this is an environment when you throughout their life, I never had a different exposure in a different environment. And see, how do I form bits and pieces of other
yeah. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Pacho, didn't be free. Pacho, ma onde so kakra wai. Okay, boa ma obetumi akasa. Acha ma TV number from kakra why. Low TV no. Low TV no. Low TV ni kakra why. Pacho low TV ni kakra.
Yo, pacho kata on. Yo. Good. Mbata.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, yeah, obetumi akasa.
Yo, mbata me do program me ni go pa e so me boa ma.
Pacho yo.
Na jami bisa tem pacho ni to wa na. Eno ni yebeka wa asem echiri why? Ah, yo me da si me da tinha me só ba pa.
Well, exactly what you are married.
Ebia, no question be.
No, that's what you call. We'll talk about that later. You know, but so things like abuse,
saying,
abuse affects them. Sexual, physical, and all that abuse.
Every form of abuse
affects them.
Bibia nipa no.
Maybe what my abuse. Bibia wo ye asho biso against nipa krono will epe. Ebia physical ni say ebia obu no ana say wo ye bibia e affecting no. Sexual ni say ebia one dey down now make comments be about her and all that. Right? Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Please your name and where you are calling from. Okay, we've lost her. Anita, you are talking.
So
yes,
like
about the past
abuse,
experience.
Experience. So in a case where onipano, when you're a different environment to experience something different, what forming, we say a schema. I don't know how to put it, but what forming idea be about how life is and how things near maybe a cover, and it has become part of onipano. So if you say maybe we're in Nipan, but I don't need the person's past.
A very hard dream
because you may do something. Worry nim say a similar thing happened in
yes,
the past.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please your name and where you are calling from. Pacho ma onde su kakra why? Yes, Pacho betumi akasa. Yes.
Maybe I don't know if I do something. Maybe I just now.
Yes, hello. Okay, I think we've lost the caller. Please go ahead.
You may do something a bit yes similar to what
the past experience.
Now a kind nipan, it takes the person back into that era now didn't see.
And it is going to affect your relationship
and
with the person.
And the reaction you will get in return. Dreams are what were in for. Because you did not know say
I didn't say
trigger near a sipping.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, but your low TV set no why? Low TV set no. Our TV number from yes. Wait to akasa. Pacho low TV no.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. You can talk.
Okay.
Pacho low TV set no. Oh. Pacho ufra lower your TV set why? My TV a volume number from. And yes, I okasa nya feedback bebre why? Yeah, that's it. So you can call back. Yes, please go ahead.
And see, it's good to know.
Yeah.
And I also think that before onipana or no or suffer traumatic events in Bekachon, it should be a time that the person has been able to come out of it. Because idea ugusu wo oya onimwa. Trust me, broken people they hurt the most.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they even hurt others more.
Internet can say abuse people
abuse others.
And see oya no afem no. Wo fem it's no different because no wa fem. Incident say wo fem. So the person should by that time ayobia we free oya oni. And most of the times when you meet people like that and you realize that they are broken and I say they are not in a good frame of mind then it will be better say obe boani pane seek help before you make your intentions of marriage or relationship, no. Because ebia na osiki help no obey better. Obey better amount. But when one man seeking help no, na odo no. You are on this person. I accept, and now I have to transfer how I feel on you.
Yeah.
So if you are talking about family and mental health and premarital counseling, premarital activities and all these things are things that we have to consider.
Yeah.
We have to really, really consider them.
Yeah. And there are the things that even break marriages more. For example, if the person's upbringing, the way ne papa, ne mama, ne kasa, the way omo treating afa, it helps the person have a certain self-image and identity.
Yeah.
Obiwa ebia wo yire anase okunu, ebia ontumi kra enko n'enim wa abrabom, not because say or useless anase or lazy, but a fear the way omo atete no aka like for example obia minimum asisia no, it's like she doesn't have her own voice. On to me enye nia also ye wa abrabom because growing up they don't allow her to talk. They don't allow her to take decisions. And nia also ordinary abrabo ye no dabi yes so she's lost a certain self-confidence and self-worth. And when this year I say she's given up on life, I say wa butu ashe into be autism. If you go and marry such a person and you don't know this, it's going to affect them. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yes, Pacho, your name and where you are calling from?
Yes, this is Brother Alex.
Okay, Pacho, you can talk. Wait, me akasa.
Actually, discussion, no.
Yes.
And that is but the fact of it, if in that relation, I'm not able to say this is what the person has done. Will be over. Can't you know that? What about that? I'm well pushed and what is that? But what I say?
Yeah, my yeah. Oh, your online education. You know, you talked about the fact that there are some people they will never open up and you never know until you marry them.
So, Nya can say, you see, one hour wa femu pain. If you really, really love this person and you want to live a life with it, then you should be able to disclose.
You should be able to open up.
Yes, because saying in aye keepy nema. Now I rene chi. Ena yebe what is there ya kata kata soa. Then we are ready to go our separate ways. Yeah. But say idea ye pese ye worry. Ni ye worry ye. Ne sa divorce rate akosui. By our own doing. It is not any spirit that is working anyway. It is our attitude and our way of doing things. And our divorce rates echo sure.
Yeah.
It is say a idea we want to stay in a marriage and enjoy the marriage. Then right from the onset, we are laying bare ourselves. You see, last time I was reading and I saw the meaning of naked. You see, naked in Panja say, well, ye what are the ego, which enokra signifies that this is me.
There's no physical barrier.
I am. This is me. I am open. You see, and that is how we have to, the level at which we want to, and that does not also mean that ushia nipa ne foforo na no. It's when there's gradual
a step. Yes.
So you have built the friendship. Now you have come to know each other in a friendship state.
And you want to marry.
You see, that is why we say marry your friend. Marry your friend because in the friendship state, what when a raw nature, what when say now you are progressing to another level that is leading to marriage. So this person, if I marry this person, the person compliments me, I compliment the person, and things will go well with us. So if that is the case, then why do you hide things from each other? Because it is the two of you who are going to work on it to make it a successful marriage. People who have married for 70 years, they were not perfect human beings, but they just decided that when the two of us agreed, and we are doing that.
And just to add a bit, to what the question he asked. You know, sometimes, you know, so and you say in Pakuni person or show, but sometimes it's difficult to lay bare to a stranger. You may be a friend, but you're still a stranger. And sometimes, you know, people may feel very vulnerable if they share. And normally the advice is say, "Oh, be worry obia, seek counseling. Like, go to a counselor. Let the counselor speak to the two of you." What I even do is that you meet the two of them separately. Then you engage them about everything about their lives, and in relation to the marriage, and about their past and how those things can affect even the marriage. You know, and one of the main things why affected this is that there are many people who are deciding on marriage. Nobody knows. Nobody has counseled them. Even some people courtship, people don't do the courtship well because they think that, okay, I love her, she loves me, and that is it. But you are marrying someone with a past, and that past has formed the person and has determined the person's perception, the mindset, the behavior, and everything. So if you're going to marry a person and you don't really know who the person is, then it's going to affect the marriage.
Another thing has to do with we being judgmental.
Yes.
You see, obiani obi nantia, the person studies the person.
Yeah.
Inti on 1, 2, 3 occasions, makame ho asem bi achiro. And the way you look down on me or you even
responded no. It will make the person.
So why do I go further to tell you mentam kese? Mentam kese ya dia a day or yaw near the bear medu level be a fine or yaw no. And I want to share, I want to open up. But some mene woka now be boom me abonfia and I say you look down on me and now you will judge me. Let me what that feeling is, that is how you are and that is how you see things. Then it's going to be difficult for us. You see, let us not pretend so much. We are pretended to we are too much of hypocrites. Said that to me, we can't be ourselves and appreciate ourselves as we are. You see, nobody is ever better than the other person. You see, you are not a better human being than I am. Abia, my way of doing things, no way of doing things.
It's just individual differences.
But it doesn't make you better than I am. Because I'll have some strength, you will not have. You have strength, I will not have. But in a position where we have the strength and the other person doesn't have, we shouldn't look down upon the person or feel that and we are the best and you get it. As we deal with ourselves, now who say send me a person afofro enye my sani and so say more. Then we don't have to be looking down on people. Don't have to be acting up.
Yeah. And we need even for marital counseling here and then relationship here, you need to pay attention to all these things. Then professional help, you know, and these courtship stuff. And I wish then if there are people listening to us who are engaged in premarital counseling with other people, we should be able to talk about these issues so that we can save many marriages. Because people marry with their past undealt with issues here and there, and they marry and it affects how the marriage goes, right? So we've talked about the fact that people have personalities. We talked about the fact that some of the mental illnesses are hereditary. We've talked about the fact that every past, the person is likely to carry it on into the marriage if when to me and dealing with onoankasa. Obi are abusing it, their physical, sexual, verbal, whatever abuse, you know, it affects how they do things. There are some people, even sex in marriage will become a problem if they have been abused sexually before. Until so Obi have been raped before, and I say sexual comments near their koso, and even in their culture they don't talk about sexual issues. Is such that even having sex even having sex in marriage becomes a moral issue. It affects even their interaction even in marriage. Enti baby and paku fibano and the past even in relation to sexual stuff, it can affect them. And if you are marrying someone who's had several sexual encounters with different people, and maybe has been addicted to pornography or masturbation and all those things, if all these things are mental health issues, And if you are marrying such a person, it is also going to affect the marriage in a very significant way. Now, if you don't know about these things, it may affect you. It's going to affect the marriage. But at the marriage counseling stage and courtship stage, all these things, it has to be talked about. And like you said, not to judge, but to seek help. Because if maybe catch you and say, "We judge me," and now you look down on me or judge me, then they will keep quiet. But when we talk about these things, it's going to help, right? And it has to be done in a professional setting and environment. And you say, "Be question and be honest, you bra me to make a story at you." And there, a behave. Because if you come and see psychologists, we have a nice way of putting the whole thing together nicely in order to save you and save the situation, right? Where am I doing Nsem? We are talking about the family and mental health. If you also have any contribution or question, you can call 0543-291074. 0543-291074. It's on the screen. Another area about before marriage has to do with the fact that family. Obia, let me even go to family, but anybody who has a mental health issue, who is marrying another person, and this is because, for example, someone has a bipolar.
It's mental illness.
Yes, mental illness, like bipolar, or the person has some depressive issues, or the person even has schizophrenia that has been controlled, and has anxiety issues. And now all these neurodevelopmental problems, and alcohol issues, addictions, near there no. Obia oko ware no. Ebia obi o hypertension. Ono no sini there is a certain mental illness. How does this affect your family life? Because you are going to marry someone with a certain mental health condition, and they also have to be married. Like they have to be married. And if you are marrying someone like that and you don't know, how does it affect the marriage or affect the family? But is it even necessary to tell someone? Because you don't tell anybody. Do you tell them I have hypertension, yes, I've come to marry? Do you have to disclose?
There are some conditions you tell. There are some conditions you tell. So like hypertension, for instance. Rebecca, no hypertension. You see this.
But maybe let me make a statement that if you know that you have a certain issue that will significantly say who a problem there, wouldn't say I worry me kumi, it is going to affect the marriage. Then it's only wise to disclose. It's only wise to talk about it, so that any pakrono or nimness is still up as all warrior. Then you know is the right person. But if one can and you don't disclose your health status, and the person later finds out and wants to leave you, the person will leave anyway.
You see, mental health affects sufferers, victims of the condition. Say hypertension. Hypertension, say but in the same way, obi or mental health, because of the way I perceive condition, and it's an myself. And my idea be about Nipan. But say enkaya better mental health issues as here. No Nipano. Clinically, you are diagnosing Nipan. Oh, me or bipolar. Then, if you are really interested in the person, get to know what bipolar is. Suya bipolar thing insane in a state of high moods, alternating between high moods and depressive moments. It doesn't mean that onipano sebe at that point on to mean yet to say water, but it means that forever the person is going to be on medication and as well manage the social environment. If that is the case, how will I help the person? A idea made to me, I mean, Quenina, and a idea mean to me. Mean to me, ya, Sebe, and ya, arena nipani winning tea, and a wujan. But send me a bear, unko fo biba, and meditating because wound to me one and out to me, yashi man, and you'll be uncle. But the idea will be to me a boa. Then why not learn more about it? get to know the triggers, and like you were saying, go seek professional help. Be exposed to the condition. Ebia nipa no bipolar, but in a whole year very relapse one pay because otumi managing the social environment here. In the same way hypertension o managing the year ebia na when ya stroke no, diabetes o managing the year ebia na wan ko hypo. In the same way mental illness so o managing the year ebia na gigi na feel say nka obi hu na we hu nesa. So if the person has the condition, one, I advise that let the significant other know.
And if you have any mental health issue, let the person know, so that the person can prepare their minds to be able to help you or not.
It is a nipa no who so on to mean that the person wants to go. It doesn't mean that you are not good enough.
And
to sa or nipa no, you may not be good enough.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is that Sisiana, a lot of people don't know. Even them, they don't know that whatever they are suffering, a mental illness be. For example, ebia obema na so oba onim say at times be no me real hua ma me so depressed at times be so no me need to me jembro so she doesn't know say bipolar. And you now worry no, then you are struggling, you're having problems. Yes.
You talk to the person every day.
Yeah, but you don't know it's a mental health issue.
You don't know it's a mental health, but definitely you know that they be ohonoma why chinchan. They be also why heja. Maybe 1 week ni just say the person is all over the place and stuff. You see, we may not give the clinical diagnosis, but we may observe the symptoms and we will start thinking about it. And that is in a case you will seek professional help to explain, my girlfriend and my boyfriend and person they be ohonoma they be also no maybe you talk about the symptoms and everything that is going on. The person can help you out rather than sitting down thinking it's just one of those days. That is not also to say that if you are dating somebody, look out for signs while seeking for diagnosis. No, we don't do that because things happen and we all become sad. But idea recurrent here attention. I say how we say mental health becomes a mental health issue when it is causing some form of distress to you around the person or the person suffering the condition. Into what we are around, it has become an issue of concern. Then you seek to know more.
Yeah.
But idea how and I say what say I dream will say send a to me about then that one is different.
Yeah.
And even in the you see sometimes I have a problem. I have a problem with married couple. Maybe in do but let me say the fact that you are married doesn't mean that you don't need help again. You are married, but it gets to a point that you will still need help. The help may not directly come from your wife or your husband, but you will need a professional help. Nothing should stop you from going to seek help. It's more worry, but now what be observe say. Talk to somebody. And know who you are talking to. So if it's a professional help you are seeking, this and this and this are what are going on in my marriage, and I don't really feel comfortable. I need help. But the fact that why premarital counseling we are expecting that everything should go so well that when there are issues here and there, you don't have the right to talk about. Who said so?
Yeah, and even coming to that point, we realize that there are many people what they are going through in their marriage, they don't know it's a mental health issue, right? And the fact that they need to seek help. But whatever you notice about your spouse, which is affecting the marriage, it's in the domain of mental health. And if you seek a professional help, they can be able to solve things because many people divorce unnecessarily. If musiki helper, but many of them do, yes.
Even before divorce, we should know that proper divorce na ye de court. Yeah, sure. It is not when you file for a divorce you approve a divorce. We take you through a process. And how many of us have sat back to come to understand why the process said that in the heat of anger or something, that is when you filed for the divorce. But in the course of the process, do you come back to realize that even why am I going for this divorce?
Yeah, and through the process, so that
so it is not like filing for divorce na near the amount. And that is why sometimes to salvage the marriage, to salvage the relationship. But are you in the right
chances
are you in the right frame of mind to even sometimes now filing divorce problem? It is not the other person, but because the challenge has to do with you, you are projecting or you are seeing it in another person. Never be we project, we see it in other people. Meanwhile, but so in other people then you can criticize. But you can't criticize. And that is why anything that is happening, there is help. It is not like she knew wherever you will go, you will get the help. Just that seek the help from the right source. Send a bay or chinebino. And some be another burden for you.
Yeah. It means that say you're going to form a family, and who you are and who he or she is, and it affects the family. So your choice is important. I think at the beginning, I said because share will be already 98 and worry 70 years. 70 years you you couldn't even remember his friend the wedding date because I checked. And he couldn't even remember. He remembers it was somewhere in June. Let me be sad and say, what is the one important thing a married person advise our them or say, marry her, marry the right person. And besides, is that all? Yes, marry the right person. Because if you don't marry the right person, it's the beginning of your trouble.
You see, and one thing too about this, marry the right person. Who is the right?
Who is the right person? I know it's another show. It's
the right person. Let us simplify it. The right person is the one you feel at peace with. You see,
and everything about the person you can live with for the rest of your life.
Nipano, like now the person is a good person. Inti SSM worrying because or a good person. It is not about being a good person. It is about having that peace and that confidence to say that mediani, irrespective of everything.
Yeah, and whoever the person is,
a good person,
that is,
but not the best for you.
Yeah,
it may be best for somebody else. And you'll be a jano and on ye. And no punches.
One man's meat is another man's poison.
Exactly. No punches. I know of that story now. You say, Papa be or bonny years, no, it's a neighbor admire. So one day there was a fight. Now Papa started packing.
Into all packing or no, but
it's all packing. When the man realized, not man, no, the neighbor asked his son, then man came to the senses. No, you see, the person may not be good for you, but it's good for someone. I always say that if you are living a relationship, don't leave the person worse than you found the person. Don't leave the person tattered, because maybe the person cannot come out from it for the rest of your life.
I know that's the next point. Point. But let me try. So apart from all the things, personality and all that past, one of the main things in mental health issues affecting family is people's past relationships. Say ABA ni pakune date obida, wawari obida. And I say yes, it's been related to someone in a certain way before. Now say there's a breakup. Now say oko fani bakrona. Know that the person is coming out of a certain relationship. He's coming out of a certain experience. And that experience, the person is likely to carry it into the marriage. And for example, obi penny papa we jane befow know that he's coming with a certain experience, and obi a ye jane na o kofano no, the person is coming with such experience. The person if that experience is very bad, or background or suspect too, or found one dream, has been married for 5 years, na ye jane into this time no, oja ni sikasema e basabasao into the next relationship no, o yiska obedwe ho, because onim say oso be jana unja into past relationships affect marriage, families a lot. Past relationships.
Past experiences, not relationship. Past experiences, like I said, yes, relationship. And in a case like I was saying, you left the person shattered, broken, worse, started. The person has lost a certain life.
An energy be.
What fabibi finipa.
Or do be critical.
So now, moving on, Nipano is like you are starting from childhood. But in growing up, no, you won't become like you were, you used to be or you were. Inti mesre ye me manene ye man. Let us try as much as possible. It is not every relationship that will lead to marriage. Yes, that one is basic. If you so not every relationship will enter leads to marriage. But in a case that you are leaving the person, don't leave the person broken. You see.
But is that that term, don't leave the person broken? I feel say so far as you have committed a certain energy and life to another person, you will be broken.
Yes, but broken, no. You see, there are levels. It is better. We always say that the exit, the ending of everything is more important than the beginning. How you exit is something that you have to.
And it is the how.
It's the how you exit.
Go peacefully. Yes. Than just rubbishing in your mind.
You have to sit down and trash issues out. And like I'm saying, you are not good enough. For that person, you are not. But for another person, you are the best. It is something that you have to sit down and sort issues out. But you just don't wake up one morning, it's over between us. I mean,
no.
You see, and we forget that sometimes we limit it only to biblical rule that what you have done, somebody may do it on. But if your mind is actually working well, then you know that what you have done, your guilt, like there should be some self-judgment. But in a case where you have lost your conscience and you think that then it means you even have a mental health problem.
Yeah, you have a problem. Yeah, and so if you are moving into a certain relationship with another person who has just left a relationship or has had some experience, it's going to affect their family. Ebe family no. And say eba ni sana, you would really have to be very, very careful and be able to you would have to be able to understand the person's situation. Because Nipa Kron has had a terrible marriage. Na okofana, know that it will take time for the person to trust you. Check a craft for the person to get over that pain and get over that distraction. And that can affect the person's future marriage. And I say, in Kola Krana, we didn't even finish talking about all these things. In Kola, almost another marriage into another marriage, and also create a lot of problems. These children have gone through some divorce before, experienced it before, and coming into another family, it will take a while. Even bonding, it will say, interaction with the new person, it is a whole thing. Some children may even rebel. Some children be krana, they will intentionally rebel in order to show their displeasure. Say, awaria okomi yempe, nipako obani yempe, inti ma onko kra, and they may show it in certain behaviors. And it's not nipako obani fault too, but because of oma femudano, it's affecting them. And if, for example, nkolano crowd do niawe jai no, it's another problem. So marriage and mental health no, and some doors why, and the intimate can if you are going to marry someone, sickly now okoye HIV test now okoye to say okay compatible no, and the
not the ultimate.
But I say who say there are more things ever affecting family, and when you marry, any sunu issues and also crowd doors you can asem. So those who are going to marry now next year resolution say when you are married, know that there are many things you have to consider. Now if you are in love, it doesn't mean say kateweni, because they say don't ignore anything and know that all these things are a mental health issue. You need professional help. There are psychologists and the counselors are yet training almost say they should be able to help you deal with all these situations. And so they are going to help. My name is Dr. Isaac Numanata. I'm a medical doctor and clinical health psychologist. My name is Anita Paddy, honestly a clinical health psychologist. Now we deal with mental health issues. And you may be a friend Nsem. Now every Tuesday from 6 to 7, you'll be discussing about mental health issues. This year we are hoping say it will end well with all of us. Now moving into the new year, no, all of us will relax with life. Take life easy. Christmas, well, if you are fighting with a family member, go and patch up. Sorry, just say sorry, because we all need each other. And God brought families together, to be families, not to be enemies. And sometimes you go to families and they are fighting over maybe a piece of land, over something else. But know that all of us need each other. So if family members were helping each other, there won't be anybody in need, even in this world. We pray that this Christmas will bring all of us together and help our families. As always, we are going to come your way next week, and we are hoping that God is going to help all of us. Nyamishira munina yakramu. Hello, my name is Dr. Isaac Manata. Do you know what mental health is? Meet us